So comparing this chart to this chart, can you see? Comparing this chart to this chart, which one will you be comfortable to trade? Will you be comfortable to trade this chart, or you'll be comfortable to trade this chart? This is the same chart, euro-pound chart. So euro-pound chart, euro-pound chart. They are all on H1. Comparing this chart and this chart, which one will you be comfortable to trade? I bet you are all going to choose this one, right? I bet you're all going to choose this one, right? Because this one is very easy and it looks very clear for you to know where you're supposed to enter. You know that you're supposed to enter somewhere here. Very clear for you to trade, because comparing this chart with this empty chart with nothing on it, and you can analyze the market, you can know what is going on in the chart, what is going on in the market, and comparing it to this chart which has good proper layout, you are going to all choose this chart to trade. But this is the same chart. What about comparing this chart to this chart? Which one will you be comfortable to trade, guys? Which one will you be comfortable to trade? Will you be okay to trade this chart? This is also pound yen charts. Will you be comfortable to trade this chart, or you'll be comfortable to trade this chart where everything is laid out for you? You know where you're supposed to wait and buy. Either the market touch here and then you buy, you sell, or the market comes down and you buy. Which of them are you more comfortable to trade? This one or this one? I bet you're all going to choose this one, right? Because this one is properly laid out and it's very easy for you to see what is going on in the market, as compared to this one that has no layout. You will get confused, you find it very difficult to trade. Welcome back, guys. This is Owas, your mentor here. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to prepare your charts before you take a trade. How to prepare chart nicely, how to prepare your chart correctly, how to prepare your chart beautifully before you think of entering a trade. So without wasting much time, let's get started. Most of you guys, when you begin trading and when you open your chart, you don't know where to buy, where to sell. You find it very difficult to analyze the market. You find it very difficult to tell whether the market is trending or the market is ranging. You find it very difficult to spot the correct entry or which patterns are emerging in the market. Now, when you begin trading, that's when you begin to think, hey, where is the setup? Where is the pattern? But if you're able to prepare your chart correctly, when you open your chart and you prepare your chart correctly and wait for your setup to be ready, then trading will become very, very easy for you. If you don't make certain things clear and specific before your trade entry gets triggered, then you're going to get confused, because you're going to sit down and wait, and even when your pattern is ready for you to trade, you can't trade because your chart is messy and you cannot spot good entries or good patterns. So today, I want to explain to you how to prepare your chart beautifully before you think of even entering a trade. Before you start trading, the first thing you have to do is to check your forexfactory.com. So you go to forexfactory.com to check for any news update, okay? Check for if there's going to be any red news. That's the first you have to do. Any forex trader should do this. So far as you're a forex day trader, you must always go to forexfactory.com, check for any news update. If there's red news within the next 3 hours, don't take any trade. Unless there's maybe no red news for that particular currency pair. So check all the updates, because so far as you're a forex trader, you must know what's going on in the forex market, right? So go to forexfactory.com, scan the chart to see what's going on in the day within the forex market. That's the first thing you have to do. This is not part of your trading, but it is part of your trading routine. Every morning, go to forexfactory.com, scan your charts, and then before you even think of opening your chart. The second thing you have to do is to open your currency trend meter and check which currency is strong and which currency is weak. So we open our currency trend meter to check that. So today on our currency trend meter, as you can see on our currency trend meter today, we have pound to be very strong on the H4. Looking at it from the H4, you can see that pound is very strong on the H4. Can you see? Pound is very strong on the H4. Are you watching, guys? Looking at it from the H4 point of view, pound is very strong. And which one is weak? AUD is weak. Which means if you want to find a clearly trending market, you must go to pound AUD. You realize that you are merging the strongest with the weakest, and then they will be trending beautifully. So first, let's check pound AUD. So I go to my chart, I say file, I open new charts, file, new chart, and pound AUD. And now let me minimize my currency trend meter, and you can see that the market is trending beautifully. But this is not the template we trade every time. This does not look at the template I want to trade. So what do I have to do? I have to insert my template. Template, as a trader, you must always have templates. Template that suits your style of trading. template that suits the way you can see the market work. So I like using the green and red on a white background. People also like using green and black. Some people also like using dark dim, but I don't like this dim. I want my own dim that I can see clearly. So as a trader, you must have your own templates or your theme you are going to use to see the market. Okay, so I'll insert my templates. I right click, insert my own template. This one, you can learn it yourself. You can create it yourself. Nobody can do it for you. Just do it yourself. Search for how to create template. Okay, and then you'll be able to do it. So I will set my template. My template I'm going to use is my template called Simple TT. That's my own template. I've labeled it. Okay, you can label it your own. So I can say the market is trending beautifully. Can you see? It has turned to white. So I can zoom it in, and as you can see, the market is trending beautifully because we merged the strongest with the weakest, and definitely the market will be trending. Very simple. And as you can see, the environment is very clear and very beautiful. Can you see? Very beautiful trending market. Simple, guys. Very simple. And we are on the H1. So what are you supposed to do? You are now about to prepare the charts before you wait for the market to even touch the area where you want to buy. So on the chart right now, what can you see? You can see that on the charts, let me zoom it in. You can see their support areas, right? Yes, you can see their support areas somewhere. What can you see? Aside this trend line, what else can you see? We know that the market is definitely going to come down somewhere, and then we will wait for the market to touch a zone and we will buy up, right? That is what we are waiting for because the market is trending. So what else can we see? How else can we prepare the chart so that the chart looks more interesting and more easy to read? We can see that there are support areas here. Can you see? Support areas here. What else can we see? We can see there are other support areas here. Can you see? Another support zone here. Guys, can you see? Because there is a touch here. There's a touch here. Can you see, guys? And there is another touch here. So, which means this area with the combination of the trend line, this zone, will be a very high probability zone because both the trend line and the horizontal line are meeting, which means that zone with very high probability area. So either we wait for the market to come back to that zone, give us confirmation, and then we take the market up. Or we can also notice that the market is very strong. The trend is also very strong. So it might not come all the way there. But we can also see an area where there is a little support area there. Look at this zone. Guys, watch this zone. Are you watching this zone? Can you see? Which means the market can also come back to this zone, hit just this zone, give a nice confirmation, and then move upwards. So we have two options now, right? We have two options now. Either the market is going to come here, hit this level, and return upward because the trend is very strong, or the market is going to come back to hit this high probability area where I said both the trend line and the horizontal line are meeting. So we have two options. Now the chart looks very easy for you to read and very easy for you to trade. If you do this, it makes your trading very simple. So this is combining the pound with the AUD and then analyzing the chart in a different way so that the market will be very easy for us to see and read. So now we wait for this, we wait for market to touch the area, any of the areas to give us confirmation, and then we take the trade. You see, analyzing your chart before you trade makes it very simple. Now, what else can we look at? Because it could be that this trade will not happen. It could be that the market will keep trending and will not come to any of our zones. So you must get another chart that you're going to look at. So you go back to the currency meter. And on the currency meter, what else can we see? We can see that the switch is also strong and the AUD is weak, yen is also weak. So we can still combine the pound with the yen, pound, yen, because we have the pound AUD. Pound is still strong. We can still combine the pound and the yen. So we go and set for pound yen. I think I've already opened pound yen here. Yes, pound yen is already here. So I've opened pound yen. Let me set my template, my personal template. So good. Pound yen is trending beautifully. So what do? We draw our trend lines. Can you see? So don't wake up in the morning and be searching for which currency pair should I trade, which currency pair should I trade. No. Don't be confused. Just open your currency meter, merge the strongest with the weakest, and you find a perfectly ranging or perfectly trending environment because you are merging the strongest with the weakest. So you are finding for trending environment. If you want ranging environment, you search for the weakest with the weakest or the strongest to the strongest. You will do that later, but let's see this one. You can see the pound yen is also trending beautifully. So we have to prepare the chart nicely before we think of taking a trade so that we can understand the market better. So we can see that there are support areas here. Can you see? So aside the trend line, we can see there are support areas here. What else can we see? We can see there's a major support area here. Can you see? Good. So the market can either play here, either play at the top there, or it might play also somewhere here. You can also see there's a major support area here. Can you see? Guys, now the chart is looking very simple to read instead of an empty chart. So the market can either play here, come back, come and hit this zone. Can you see there is also a very high probability trade because both the horizontal line and the trend line are meeting at this zone. So you can wait for the market to come and hit here and return. Or the market might not return to that zone because it's too far. The market might return to this zone. You can see that this zone has support area here. Can you see? This is a small minor support area here. So we can either wait for confirmation pattern here. This one, it came to hit. We didn't get any confirmation pattern, but we can still take the market up because when the market returns back to this zone and comes to hit, we can now take the market up and then rewrite the trend. Preparing your chart like this makes it very easy for you to trade. So when you wake up every morning, make sure that you're able to prepare your chart beautifully. These are trending markets. What if you want to find a ranging market? Let's go back to the current stream meter and see if you can find a ranging market. So we merge the strongest with the strongest. We can see that pound is strong and the switch is also strong. So we can merge the strongest with the strongest. And you see that definitely you're going to find a ranging market. Let's see. Pound switch. Can I have pound switch? Okay, so file, new charts, and I'll go to pound switch. Now it looks black as usual, but I have to change it to my own template, right? Good. So I'll right click and insert my own template I've pre-designed. So this is my template I like. Can you see? The market is ranging. I told you the market is going to range because we're merging the strongest with the strongest. Very simple, guys. Trading with the current stream meter is the most simplest thing you can ever do. So pound switch is ranging. Yes. What can we see here? We can see support zones here. Can you see this chart looks very messy until you're able to draw your structure levels? So we can see a structure level here. What else can we see? Let me zoom it out. We can also see structure levels here. Can you see, guys? Can you see the touch? We have one touch here. We have another touch here. And we have the third touch at the zone. Now, what is the market trying to do? You can see that there's also another major support area here. But what's the market trying to do? Let me zoom it out. You can see that there's also a very huge structure levels here. Can you see? Several touches. One. There's another one. Two. Then there is a third one. Three. And now this zone. Currently, this zone has touched 4. So now, the market can either play within this zone, come back to hit this zone, and reverse as a ranging market so that the range will continue. Or the market will just go and hit the top here and reverse down. So either way, either of them that we want to take the trade, we can always wait and take the trade. Let me zoom it out, and you can see that when you zoom it in, when I zoom it out, you can see the market is ranging perfectly, but I'm not comfortable to take the trade here. I'm going to wait for the market to either come down to this zone, and I'm going to take the trade at this zone. So guys, this is how you have to prepare your chart every time if you want to trade. Don't be rushing to take trades. Prepare your chart nicely before you think of entering any trade. I think that will be all for this video. If you enjoyed the video so far, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like my video just to help me grow my channel, okay? This is towards your mentor here. Come back every time to watch Sat 9 videos here. See you next time. Bye.